Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is LostSoldier978 here with, I'm going to show you decks, 2 decks, instead of 1 deck of the month usually. I'm going to show you 2 decks in the month, one Fabled and Gadgets. These are 2 decks I've been playing this format, well, until, like, they're both ready for the next format, actually. Maybe this one, but just a couple things, but we'll get to that in the next video. But right now, I want to give you a preview of my Fabled deck that I just put together. I got some stuff from the YouTube friend. Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh Freak, who I got the stuff from. This Fabled deck that I'm going to show you is pretty, like, I just built it, and I just tried it out today against my friend's 6 Samurai deck. You know, it's pretty much complete. We were playing with the ban list of this format, and the next ban list, current ban list in March. And it's pretty good. It needs some tweaking, but overall, I like it. The potential to synchro and to swarm is pretty good. He plays 6 Samurai, and he's a good player. And it pretty much did. It put in work. He won some, I won some. I like it. So I'm going to give you a preview to my Fable deck. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. So let's get started. You have 3 Fabled Ravens. This is a proxy Fabled Raven. Fabled Raven is the heart of the deck. This is the heart of the deck, basically. When this card is summoned, well, once per turn, you can discard as many cards from your hand to increase the attack and stars. It's stars by 1. So basically, this is basically the main synchro and the card that really gets your engine started in terms of swarming and synchroing. I need a 3rd one. So if you guys have a 3rd one, let me know. I like it. Also, 3 Fabled Crews. This is also another key card of the deck. You gotta run through these bad girls. When this card is basically when you discard this card, it's on a low 4 Fabled monster. Usually Raven or stuff like, or maybe Kashano or whatever's in your graveyard. This is synchro. A really versatile card in the deck. I'm gonna show you my Dark Worlds, 2 golds, 2 silvers, and 2 brows. This is my Dark World lineup for the deck. I don't run 3 golds, 3 silvers, or 3 gold, 2 silvers, because if you have a lot of Dark Worlds, like gold and silvers, they can end up being a dead draw. So 2 gold and 2 silvers are balanced, and brows really provide the draw power in the deck, and make also for easy access for like other monsters in the deck, which I'll get to in a bit. But this is my Dark World lineup, and it combos well with Raven. Sorry, excuse me. It combos well with Raven as summon this card, summon gold, synchro, and they get their effects, by the way, because they're not cost. Fabled effects are effects, not cost. 2 Lores. When this is carded, no matter how this is discarded, you can summon this when you get here. It's level 1. Mainly used to synchro and bring out your bigger monsters, such as Leviathan or Valkyrius. But it does put in work. It helps with Raven. 1 Fabled Sulcus. This card actually is really helpful. When this card is in the graveyard, just basically to send up the 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard to summon this card. To your graveyard, summon this card from your graveyard, summon this card from your graveyard. It works well with Raven in terms of synchroing, and also it's a 322 beater that most people really have a hard time going through. But overall, I like it. 1 Dark Arm. Dark Arm helps. Again, helps. I mean, you do run like a good amount of darks. I might take this off for a Chaos Sorcerer. I'm not really sure though. But if I do, it'll have, like I said, be for Chaos Sorcerer. 1 Effect Veiler. Testing it out really. Basically, it has negate effects, light, and it's good for just emergency synchro in case of emergency. 1 Kashano. This card works really well by discarding basically just discard 1 Fabled monster. When you get right to add this card from your hand, so you can just basically discard Lure, summon this to synchro into like whatever's out there if you have a Dark World in the graveyard in the field. And it's a tuner, so it does help. Morpher Jar, staple in pretty much every Dark World deck. 1 Chaos Sorcerer. Again, I might take out a Dark Arm to add another Chaos Sorcerer, but since you run a good amount of lights and darks, Chaos Sorcerer is pretty much good. And it's also dark, so it's also lowerable. Sengen I don't have Grimrow, but Sengen usually searches out your Ravens and your whatever you need, because pretty much everything is less. The main cards here are less than 15. So pretty much very searchable in any deck. That's with the monsters. Onto the spells, you got triple Dark World dealings. This card is a draw power, and it's also good to for your pretty much the majority of the deck you need to discard. So by having Dark World Dealings in your hand, just by drawing it, discard a gold, summon a gold, and then you can just synchro with your Raven or Kashano. 2 Dark World Dealings, not Dealings, sorry, excuse me. Dark World Lightnings. If you guys have hollow of these, let me know. But Dark World Dealings basically destroy 1 face down card in the field, and if it does, successfully you can discard. A lot of people don't know or do not know. If you target a back row card, and if you target, let's say, a face down, and they chain that face down, you cannot discard because the card is no longer face down. But it also is just there to basically just destroy some cards on the field and tell you what you discard. 2's fine. Double MST. It's staple. You need to get rid of those back row hates. If you don't know, Allure helps. You know, it's just draw power there since you run like darks and stuff. It's all right. You know, card destruction. This card, if you open up with card destruction in your hand with a fair amount of dark worlds and stuff, you pretty much win the game. Like if you have stuff like that, if you open up with a good amount of cards in here, like discardable cards that are chainable to card destruction, such as Brow, Lore, or any of the dark worlds, you basically win the game because opening hand, summon card destruction, you get rid of your opponent's cards in the hand that will pretty much, usually the opening hand is what dictates the state of the game. So if you have it, card destruction, they lose their opening hand that can dictate the game. They gotta start off new, and it puts it on. This is pretty really good in this deck. Yeah, it's always stable. True Name, just to get your back row so you can go for game. Dark Hole, staple. Reborn, staple. On for traps, you got 2 solemn warnings. This is gonna be mandatory too. You gotta have monster negation and monster removal, so you have to have warning. My tech, I guess I'm trying these out. 2 compulsives. I might add a 3rd. 2 compulsives put it to work because bounces cards. Actually, if you go up against a 6 samurai deck, most of their engine besides 6 samurai is basically summon Kaigeki. So basically, they have to summon it just to be able to set up their plays and stuff like that. So you just compulse them, and it goes up against things. I might add a 3rd one. I might take it off for Demon, but I like these so far. Mirror Force, stable. Psalms, and Treasure, stable. That's the monsters. I'm gonna go into Yasha deck. Because like I said, I'm going to Yasha deck. 2 Fabled Reagans. Level 5 in the deck. When this card is synchro summon, if you have no cards in your hand, actually it's scary. When this card is summoned, basically draw until you have 2 cards in your hand. Just drop out, and it's like a 23 beast stick. Stingent Surgeon, this can really help you in game, because basically when this card attacks, when it destroys a monster, it gains 100 attack again. So if you have a full field, it can really do heavy damage. Android. I don't have a Catastor. I would definitely take this out for a Catastor if I get it. Brionic. Goyo. I'm gonna take out Goyo Guardian because if you guys don't know, this card is banned. I'm going to check out my video. The ban list is already up. Check out my video. I have that code up. Black Rose. Sky Parchment. Double Stardust. Very easy to get upset. Very, very easy. 85% of the time you can get a Stardust very easy in this deck. 1 Dark End. Star Ruler. Colossal. Fabled Leviathan, the boss monster of the extra deck. Very easy to get out of this deck. When this card is basically summoned, when this card is destroyed something you can basically recycle your Fables into your hand. It works well if you have Sulcus in the graveyard, so you can and Cruise. If you have let's say for example, if you have Sulcus and a Raven in your graveyard, and if you have Cruise, you can grab your your Lores and your Raven and your Cruise, discard them, summon Sulcus, summon your Fables, and then do it all over again. Pretty much amazing. So yeah, this is my Fable deck. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'm going to post up my gadget deck list after this coming up, so be on the lookout. This is Lost Soldier. Peace out, YouTube.